Guys, welcome, good afternoon, and today we're going to be reviewing a chili bin. So let's put it on the screen. This is a 26 litre three-way powered chili bin slash warmer bin. Yeah, and this can be powered in three ways. This is the back. We'll just and yeah, so it looks like just a normal chili bin, but it uses Peltier technology on the lid. So if we flip her like this sideways so you can see the top, we've got a fan intake on the middle, we've got our fan outtake on the right, control panel on the left, and yeah, so this can be powered three ways. So if we turn her over to the side so we can see our control panel. Right, so first and foremost, we've got on the top here, we've got alternating current. So this is 240 volt alternating current. Our next one is our 12 volt DC current, and then we've also got another DC current, which is a USB port. It looks like a charging port, but it's not. I've tested it and it doesn't charge when I've got either this one or this one plugged in, and if I wanted to charge a phone off it, it's a no-no. What I have is, and it's in here, is the 5 volt USB A male to USB A male. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll open her up and give you a look inside. So this is what it looks like inside. So 26 litres of capacity. You can either use it for keeping stuff hot or keeping stuff cool. So I brought this personally to keep stuff cool, use this as another fridge, you might as well say, and later on I'm going to be doing a review of the three types of way of cooling. The one thing I like about Peltier technology, which I've reviewed Peltier technology in the past with the 12 lead Ridge Rider, is you can heat or cool. With the other types of methods you can only cool, so compressor, you can only cool stuff down, you can't heat it. I've never heard such thing as a warmer run by a compressor. And also I actually forgot the other one, the other technology, but I've reviewed it in the past, where it uses gas, DC or AC to heat up a element which will boil the solution and cause sort of refrigeration. I just can't remember the name at the moment. I was actually quite surprised I remember the name of this technology, but this is Peltier technology. So what we're going to do is we're going to be showing you all the cables that come with it. So first cable I've got in my hand, and this is the one you hardly see, is you've got USB A male to USB A male. The second, we've got our, sorry, not that one, we've got our 12 volts, so that everyone has seen a cigarette lighter in their life, I'm assuming. A cigarette lighter socket. So we've got a cigarette lighter one side, then on the other side, which I've reviewed these connections in the past, we've got a what I call a B type connector. So you've got the groove on one side, and then you've got your positive and negative. And then last but not least, I can get it, it's alright, just reaching, we've got our 240 volt alternating current. So this is your typical, this is a typical standard for a lot of appliances, old school stereos, PlayStations, and other things as well. But this is the 240 volt. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be testing. Well, I've tested it, but I'm also going to do a second test in front of you guys. We're going to be trying the AC alternating current first, and then the direct current after that. So let's plug in our alternating current. Let's just grab the device. Just face it towards you so you can see. So what we're going to do is we'll plug this in. Ooh. So now it's running in cool mode. So left is cool, right is hot. So it's on. Let's just bring it closer to the screen so you can hear it. We've got two switches here. We've got our hot cold switch, hot off cold, middle's off, the sides are hot and cold, and we've also got our eco and max. So eco and max only works on the alternating current side, so at the moment it's on max. What you would use max to cool it down faster, and then once it's set to, once it's cooled down, and if you wanted to save a bit of power, you can switch it to eco. So that is powering off alternating current. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to now try this in direct current mode. So we'll unplug that, and how I'm going to do this is, let me put this down. We have a motorbike battery, and we've also got 3 cigarette lighters inputs in this, hooked up to this battery using 2 alligator clips. So that is how we're going to be powering the direct current side. So first we'll try the 12 volts, because this is a 12 volt system. So what we're going to do is get our cigarette lighter, plug her in, and then if we get our device, now we're going to plug into DC. Make sure she's in, and now we're going. So this is powering off the battery, 4-wheeler battery, which I charged up the other day with my new charger, but I'll review that later on. So now we're running off a battery, which is great, because this will come in great if you know, if you wanted to take this portably, and if you went out on a picnic for the day. And yeah, so this is successfully running off 12 volts. Now unplug it. We're going to be operating now the 5 volts. So how we're going to do this, there's a trick we got. So we've got another cigarette lighter, and you're probably thinking, well, that's 12 volts too, so what do you mean? So, but on the other end of this cigarette lighter, we've got a USB, mini USB, that plugs into a quad USB. It's a quad USB. Well, it's for data and charging. So this is a multi-plug for USBs. So what we're going to do is we'll plug the USB into one of these, and then if we pick up the device again, and we'll plug this the other USB-A male into here. So this is great if you wanted to hook it up to a power bank, if you had like a little power bank, and if you wanted to operate this off a little power bank. Be mindful when you're running this on USB mode, this is like the eco mode, and when you're dealing with the switch, and then when you're running 12 volts through the cigarette lighter, that's like max mode. So if you wanted to put on max mode, you would first start off with the 12 volts until it cools down or heats to its temperature, and then once it's done that, you would use the USB to maintain it, but in an eco mode. So now what we're going to do is we're going to plug this USB into the lighter socket. I'm not too sure how this is going to handle. Oh, it's complaining. Yeah, I think this USB port doesn't release the right amount of power. Let's just try another USB. No. So obviously this is not powerful enough to spin the fan. I don't know if you can hear that moaning. Oh no, there we go. Yep. Well, it's eco. But yep, no, we're running. Yep, no, it's definitely running off the USB. Even though the power source is not producing enough power, but that's alright. You get the idea. We are now running off a USB port, so you've got 3 ways to power this. So yeah, and I personally haven't used this in application yet. I've had it for a few months sitting in storage, but it works perfectly. And just remember, with Peltier technology, it takes a while to heat and warm. It's not like a compressor ran system where it takes 10 minutes later. You can guarantee that you can feel some sort of difference with the cooling side. But remember, this is cooling and heating, so it's a good system if you want, if you want it in the one. But if you're just looking for chilling, well, you can use this too, and this will work good for chilling. But I want to use this for chilling as well, like a fridge. But at the same time, I also know that if I needed to heat something while I was on the go or out and about, I could. So yeah, I just thought I would do this tutorial. I tried doing this tutorial honestly with holding the camera, but I was actually getting quite frustrated because I kept on cancelling the video. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a tutorial on this chili bin / warmer bin. And what I think about it, I think it's great, considering the price. I mean, you were to pick up a 24 litre model of the last one I reviewed, it was like almost $300, 300 New Zealand dollars, 200 and I think it was like 240 club price if you were a club member, which I am, where I bought that from. But with this, just retail price, only costed $169, so I get 2 litres more of capacity, plus I get it's cheaper, rather than if I was to buy the 24 litre model of the last one I reviewed, which was the 12 litre, it would actually it'll actually cost me more. And yeah, but yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed that review. Hopefully everyone's doing good today, and yeah, until next time, everyone have a good day, and ciao ciao.